friends and family. I know it's been a long time since I've done a sit-down video, but this morning I was journaling because it is December 31st, 2018, and I kept thinking of all these great things that happened in my family's life this year, and I want to make like a highlights reel, so here it is. Some of these things happened before I started vlogging, so there'll be pictures, there are things I haven't told you through the vlog, so you'll just get a little snapshot of the great year our family had. If you don't know me yet, kind of weird you're watching my highlight reel, but come along. Let me tell you what else is on my channel. My channel is normally a weekly teacher vlog. I teach middle school English learners in Southern California, and I vlog from my class every week, and I also share a lot of my family life with you and like vacations and everything that we do too. So welcome everybody else. Here's the highlights. Now these are going to go in chronological order, and there's 20 of them because it's 2018. Hopefully I'll get it all done before Newari wakes up from her nap. Okay, number one, the first awesome thing that happened for my family this past year is that on the very first day of 2018, we had a big Sri Lankan supper at our house. We filled our house with family and friends, and Shanta's family cooked amazing food, and it just kicked off our year with love. By the way, tomorrow, we're not having another one because we don't want the stress of a party. Our second thing in 2018 is actually one of my favorite things from the whole year. We were invited up to Anchorage, Alaska for the ASTE conference. That's the Alaska Society for Technology and Education. And our family got to go up, and I did a presentation on teachers versus zombies, flex model, blended model learning, my normal sessions. And the conference was really fun. I got to meet a lot of really excellent Alaskan educators. And while we were on the trip, we took the best, we did a second one later in the year. It might not have been the best. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one was the best because it was my first time seeing it. It was snowy, it was Alaska, it was February, and we took a tour from Anchorage all the way down to this little teeny town called Whittier. We went down the Turnagain Arm and Beluga Point, and we got to stand on a frozen lake, and Newari laughed her head off. Look, we're on a frozen lake. Look. And we just had this day full of new experiences and things I had never done, and I absolutely loved it. And when I left, I couldn't wait to go back to Alaska. We'll get to that later. Our third awesome thing was Newari's first birthday. Woo woo. Family and friends, cake. I was a little crazy and was like, don't get her dirty, but and keep that sugar and gluten out of her. We had cake, and the house was full of people and little kids running around, and that was really fun. Our fourth thing is also a baby thing. In April, my sister had a little boy, and our family is filled with little granddaughters, and Carter June was the first boy born in our family. He was a tank. I remember holding him and I was like, oh my God, he's like almost as big as Newari. Now I think he already weighs more than she does. He's huge, and he's the perfect little addition to our family. My fifth favorite thing is also family related. In May, my parents celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary and renewed their vows. It was adorable, and my parents have a really solid marriage and have raised 4 excellent kids. They're both teachers. My dad teaches shop. My mom is a retired preschool teacher, and they've set a strong foundation for our whole family, and seeing them renew their vows was a very special day for our family. Number 6, vacation time. We went to the San Diego County Fair. Now, I've been there a lot. Shanta had never been to a fair, and Newari obviously had never been to the fair. Highlights for her were definitely the animals and a little pony ride that kickstarted her pony and horse obsession. She even asked Santa for a pony this year. It was a good day. This summer we had someone else with us with our adventures because Nishanta's cousin Kengo came to visit and stay with us from Japan for 3 months over the summer. Number 7, kind of family-ish, and here's why. We went to VidCon. Newari did not go to VidCon. Nishanta and I went to VidCon. He has a YouTube channel that's much fancier than mine. And we got to go and learn more and meet people and hear ideas about what's coming. And so him and I had a great day. Kind of work related, but this is my hobby, so it's more hobby related, and it was a great day. Number 8, I got to go to the wedding of one of my former Girl Scouts athletes, and I was her substitute teacher early in my career. Rebecca got married, and we got to go, and her wedding was beautiful. The best part was, at her wedding, I got to see a lot of my former students and athletes and Girl Scouts, and they're all grown up. My 9th thing is family and small town too. My mom retired this year. Oh, hey Newari, I hear your voice. Newari? Hold on, guys. So back to number 9. My mom was the Grand Marshal, Nuari's obviously here. My mom was the Grand Marshal of my hometown's parade. It was the Pine Valley Days Parade. She was the Grand Marshal because she retired from teaching preschool for over 20 years on the mountain, and she was recognized for all her work, and it was really special because I feel like teachers don't always get that recognition. Number 10, we went on another trip. We went to the San Diego Zoo. Nuar, you saw the monkeys. What did the monkeys do? Ooh, ooh. Oh. Eating. She's too sleepy to make her monkey noises right now. We went to the zoo and got to see the animals. She liked watching the monkeys, and when she saw her first elephant, was her favorite animal. I think it's now become moose and bear. When she saw an elephant, she got super excited. Number 11 was something with Nuari also. Her and I went to Lake Fulmer up in the San Bernardino Wilderness, in the mountains that we can see from our house. We just sat by a lake and watched ducks and fed squirrels. Well, tried not to feed the squirrels. And just spending some time in nature with her filled my heart. It was a small day. That made me happy. Were there rabbits there?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there were rabbits there. I don't remember those. They were doing what? They were eating. Number 12 is another family trip. We went to the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, and we got to see big fish and sea turtles. And could I have any more distractions?
And what else?
Stop.
My hair looks bad.
Go. Don't do that, you look ridiculous. Number 12, our family went to the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach for a day trip. Nuari, what did the fish do? We saw huge fish, and what else did we see? Sea turtles and sharks and stingrays? Okay, obviously it's later. I left off 13 while playing with the baby earlier. 13 was my high school reunion. I went to Mountain Empire High School, and so this summer I got to take an evening and go down to San Diego with Nishanta and reconnect with a bunch of people, some of them I had not seen in years. Number 14 involved more friends. We got to go to the Q Hootenanny at the Maritime Museum in San Diego. You didn't go on that one, you stayed. We went down and got to do a meetup with a whole bunch of our ed tech and education leader friends and hang out, and our friend Sarah came to visit with us. She's having fun. And it was just great to connect with people. I miss a lot of my friends since I have left San Diego. Number 15, Nuari. Where were you for Halloween? Were you Baba Black Sheep? 14 is Halloween because our whole family dressed up as Black Sheep because the first song Nuari learned was, what's the song? Baba Black Sheep, have you any? Well, she can sing it. It's adorable. Job. Number 16, now this goes throughout the year, and that has been building a friendship with our neighbors and having fun with them, going hiking with them, going to Froyo, having dinners together. So the Romero family has been a definite plus in our year. She's never gonna stop now. Number 17 is our family's second trip to Alaska this year. We are very fortunate and got to go 2 times. This time it was for PD and Valdez City Schools in Valdez, Alaska. Before we went to Valdez, we first spent a little bit more time in Anchorage. We went on a tour again. This time we went from Anchorage down to Seward. And in Seward, we went to an aquatic center, and we saw all kinds of wildlife. We saw a lot on the first trip, and I think we saw even more on the second trip, including a bear. Did we see a bear? Yeah, he was eating salmon. Your memory is excellent, Bird. Also on that trip, I gave my first keynote address, which was a big accomplishment for me. Oh, now she's singing you. I think it's the Sri Lankan national anthem. Number 18 was Thanksgiving at my parents' house. Oh. On Thanksgiving, I got to play with her cousins, and she was brave and kind of went off with them to drive a little car around. And baby Carter was there too. Number 19 was another family trip. This time we went up to Santa Cruz, up to the Redwoods. It's where Nishant and I had gone on one of our first little trips as a couple. And so we took Nuari up. We got to ride a train in the Redwoods, and we got to go down to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Did you go to the aquarium? Did you see sea otters? What do the sea otters do? Oh, you think they were eating salmon too? They were swimming and being cute. She loved the sea otters. And number 20 is another holiday. It was Christmas at my parents' house like Thanksgiving, but this time my whole family was there and Shanta's family got to come, and it was the great ending to a day that started with her first Santa experience. And I love watching her play with her cousins and play with her grandmas and everybody else. So we have had a great year, everyone. Right now it's time to say bye-bye. Sit up. We've had an excellent year. We're looking forward to all the adventures 2019 is going to bring us. Check out the rest of the vlog. Like this, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Okay, bye family and friends.
Bye.
You're the best.
Bye.
Are you a co-star?
Bye.
Say like. Say subscribe.
Bye.
Good job.